Hello, welcome. We are Secret Agent Agency. My name is Kevin. My muscles grant me happiness. Joining me, I have Andrew. Are you out there?
I am.
And Jihun, are you with us?
Yes, instead of trapped in the submarine.
Oh, yeah. That's good. I'm glad you made it out. Swam ashore. So let's see. So this is our first video on a new streaming platform. And it's also our first video where we are playing Final Fantasy XVI. A very big new game. So I think we should go through like the full spiel and introduction. So we are Secret Agent Agency. Until recently, we've been streaming on Twitch for about 10 years. We met in high school, and that was forever ago now. We've scattered to different states in the United States, and we do this to stay in touch. Currently we stream on Saturday nights, and you can generally expect YouTube videos to appear on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, depending on how many we need to upload, stuff like that. We just finished Judgment, and the last video on YouTube came up yesterday, at the time of this recording. Let's see. I'm Kevin, and I like very extreme heavy metal music and jazz and cats and wrestling, and I like to tinker, and I'm an IT guy for a financial firm. Andrew, you want to talk about yourself?
Me? Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I guess I like Souls-like titles, for the most part. I work with the feds. Previously worked with the police department, doing crime scene work. I occasionally stream, mostly stupid games.
And Jihun, you want to talk about yourself?
Yeah, my name is Jihun. I like hentai games. Nah.
That's where we had you play.
No,
one time you guys forcing me to. You guys forcing me to play.
The last game you streamed for us was it The Curse of Obra Dinn?
Oh, that's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in all seriousness, I like any game. I mean, I'm open to any game that as long as the gameplay is interesting. I know, like, even let's say my favorite genre used to be JRPG, but as some people may be aware, that genre is kind of getting stale and dull. So unless there's a kind of twist to it, I don't touch it anymore. I just, especially since we're not in the high school days, so we can just spend hours and hours of grinding. We're busy, tired adults, man. So each man, so it'd be appreciated that every minute of gameplay counts, such as like Hades, the roguelike light. And recently I played Ghost of Tsushima, which is also an amazing game. Yeah, so I guess I'll tell you one thing I'm 100% sure about is that the games I don't like is the racing games, sports game, and the horror games.
The horror games are awesome.
Yeah, we do a horror thing every October. Let's see. So I didn't talk about what games I really enjoy. I don't think I like JRPGs as well, and fighting games, like anything you'd find in an arcade. And my favorite games to stream are games where you walk around and talk to people, and what the people say takes a lot of effort to discern their meaning. Like, they just say like weird non sequiturs and stuff. I'm talking games like Pathologic, Disco Elysium. I think Space Funeral, which we streamed, fits that.
What about Shenmue?
Shenmue counts, kind of. Yeah. I love games like that. Those are my favorite ones to stream. But I also really like Final Fantasy, and I think we could go over kind of what got us into Final Fantasy, how we got our start, how much we love this series. I'll start first. When I was a young lad, I want to say first grade, my dad bought me the original Final Fantasy for regular Nintendo for $11 at Toys R Us, and boy, I was hooked. I played that game for years. I thought about it all the time. I bought a bunch of grid paper and sketched out my own like Final Fantasy fan game all on like grid paper before I ever had like RPG Maker or anything like that. And then one day I picked up a GamePro magazine and it had Final Fantasy VII on the cover. And I was like, what? I missed like 5 of these, you know? And that's, yeah, so I played Final Fantasy VII and then 8. And then I think between 8 and 9, I went back and played 4, 5, and 6, you know? And at this point, I've played damn near every Final Fantasy game except for this one, which we're about to start now. Andrew, how about you and your history of Final Fantasy?
So my first one was Final Fantasy VI, but it was 3 at the time for Super Nintendo. That was after my first exposure to RPGs being actually Super Mario RPG, something we check about later. But got Final Fantasy III. I think it was initially like a rented game, because most of the games I had when I had a Super Nintendo were just picked up as rentals. So like I kept playing the very beginning of like Secret of Mana, for instance. But loved Final Fantasy VI. Eventually got 2 for Super Nintendo as well, aka 4. And I did get 7 later on the PlayStation. And I've played, I think, every numbered title and beaten all but the online ones in 12 and 15. Good series, lots of good games.
Jihun, how about you?
So my my first Final Fantasy game was 7, which is kind of funny story. Like at the time, I don't know why I had this mentality, but I just didn't like any game without the story. So Final Fantasy 7, you know, oh god, it's a game with a story. I'll sign me up, and then I did not know. And then, you know, it's a funny thing because I didn't get into gaming until Final Fantasy 7, and that's when I moved to the US. And then, so I did not know about how Final Fantasy 7 was considered at the time revolutionary, because previous titles were based on a magic. Well, technically 7 has a magic too, but previous titles were based on kind of memedieval setting fantasy, like Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones setting, and then all of a sudden 7 brings out the sci-fi-ness into it. So, and the people were like shocked and all that kind of stuff. But for me, that was my first Final Fantasy. So when I heard about the previous title, to me that I found it more awkward. It's because 8 came out, you know, smooth transition, and then 9 came out. And then funny thing, you know, so for me, Final Fantasy 7, not 7, but Final Fantasy series were my go-to for learning English, because I had to learn every vocabulary in the game, what game had to offer, to learn what they're saying. Also, if anything, I had to read what the guy were saying. I had to understand what the guy were saying so I can beat the bosses, because some bosses have very particular condition so you can beat them. And then I guess one bad thing about using the game, this sci-fi or any fantasy game as a motivation to learn English is that they make their own terms, so it can be very confusing.
So I wanted to go over one more Final Fantasy related thing in specific, because it's so important to the history of this game, and that is Final Fantasy XIV, a game which I can say without hyperbole has probably saved my life. I really love the story of that game, the characters, the community of real people that I was a part of, you know, like really changed my brain chemistry for the better over the time that I played it. I'm currently on break from it. But I just adore that game so much. Like, you know, and this game's team includes the same developer, the same music composer, and a lot of the same team members. The person who wrote this story was responsible for the Heavensward story expansion mainly, which was a pretty good time in the history of the game. I'm excited to get into it. I have one more thing that I want to talk about before I hit play game. And that is I commissioned a little piece of artwork by our pal Dez, aka Forwyer, and this little guy is going to grace our YouTube thumbnails and things of that nature. I'm so happy with it. I think it's so cool. There I am with my Ifrit hand, my cool armor. I look just like Clive. So I wanted to show that off.
That's cool.
Yeah. And with that, I think it is time to begin. So I know from a little bit of experience already that as soon as I hit play game, we are launched into it. There's no menu. Basically, you select the difficulty, you select like performance mode or quality mode, and we just go right into it.
Going with hurt me lots.
Hurt me plenty, yeah. Yeah, I think we're going with a generally medium high difficulty, that sort of thing. And we are also going to pick quality mode for our kind of graphic priority setting. So yeah, game performance graphics. This is going to put us at 1440p upscaled to 4K with 30 FPS. I've heard that the performance mode is not great and regularly goes down to 30 FPS anyway. So graphics mode it is. So this stream, or the recordings on YouTube, are going to be a little bit different than usual. I am recording in 4K 30 FPS. So so our YouTube videos are going to be 30 FPS but 4K. Yeah, so we are going to be action focused. And here we go.
It was Moss the Chronicler who said that the land of Valisthea is blessed in the light of the Mother Crystals, and that it was this light which finally led our forebears out of the darkness. Yet, what they saw in the light gave rise to temptation. Temptation that ever lures us back into the crystal shadow. And thus did our journey begin.
Yes, let's go. Okay, so I appear to be playing as Phoenix. We're just
into an
we're
icon
going right
fight.
in. Yeah, right
Wait.
into it.
Wait, did they say if you play demo, you continue from where the demo left? Or...
I don't know.
I don't know. I did not play the demo.
Oh, I thought you would have. Oh, my bad.
No.
I think I wanted like a
I-
completely new
Yeah.
experience, right?
Yeah, I wanted to record a genuine first time experience.
Oh.
So 30 FPS is definitely something I have to get used to.
Oh, you spoiled, Brad.
Yeah.
before with the what is it, whatever the highest FPS that is.
Yeah, I am on a 144 hertz monitor. So oh, okay. This is an interesting transition to cutscene.
It'll be light soon. Both camps have begun to stir.
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant. And only the dominant.
No one else? Where's the fun in that? How do we even know the girl will be among them?
Our kind do not question orders. We follow them. Try to keep that in mind.
Okay, so it seems he's talking about our kind as people who have these tattoos.
Sick tats.
Nice. I guess he cast some water magic to put out the fire. Very cool.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because of stream, but the FPS is really low on my end. Oof.
You are key to this mission's success.
I have something I want to try out. So I think there's something I can do about this. I'm setting that back to 60. Let's see. So I think what was happening was the 30 FPSs were happening at different intervals.
Ah.
Yeah, that did improve it on the stream.
Yeah.
Okay, good, good. Yeah, this is better.
That I was watching like CG cutscene one day, just introduced a 3D model, like StarCraft. Man, I still remember how people reacting to those pre-rendered 3D cutscene for StarCraft. Like, holy shit! By the way, so is my mic picking up me coughing?
Oh
yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Right. Good. Because I want you to know that I'm sick.
Yeah.
I do that.
So one thing I'm noticing right off the bat, given that a lot of the team is from Final Fantasy XIV, a lot of the armor these guys are wearing definitely has like the same visual design that you see in FF14 a lot. Like they look like armor you would just wear in that game. And that's something I picked up from trailers and stuff. It's like, man, these guys, the armor these guys are wearing comes right out of Final Fantasy XIV pretty much.
These iron blood are more beast than man.
The way this is going, they won't need this new dominant of theirs. What?
To the gates! Quickly! Move!
What do you mean, you refuse? Did you not pledge your swords to our cause?
Come now. Marshal, the King of Waloed is our guest.
And you have His Majesty's answer.
I want some of that crystal shit.
Could be a very 100% pure distilled water, man.
Yeah. So obviously there's no thirsty people in this world.
Have you so little faith
I guess
in
food's more
Rome?
complicated to make.
It was the Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders in the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not? Or am I mistaken? Besides, your dominant has yet to take the field. And when he does, our knights would only get in the way.
Perhaps you have not heard, but the Ironblood now have their own dominant. We would be fools to underestimate them.
Bugger their knights.
What did you say?
Should this citadel be allowed to fall, the capital will lie exposed.
This is a large lad.
And I doubt the Crusaders will wait for the good king's pawns to line up before taking to the board. Which just leaves
A rude boy.
Yeah.
I think this guy gets to just do what he wants.
the Ironblood will rule.
Presumably he's the dominant, so...
I'm guessing this man is Titan.
This game is over.
This guy's giving me Titan vibes. He's just so big.
And our groups
Can't
have
wait
to kill Shiva.
You cock.
Benedict.
Oh.
Take care.
Does the lion take
This look guys came straight from the Game of Thrones scene.
Or do you think
Yeah.
you're one of the latter?
No, my love. You are a lion. You're my lion.
I'm not afraid of a little frost, Benedicta. But I will need someone to warm me when I come home.
This is the first time I feel uncomfortable. There's no, it'll be a bad idea to watch this with family for the first time in Final Fantasy history.
This might be the first Final Fantasy with full frontal sex.
Chaos will conceal us.
Oh god.
We'll find out.
Yeah,
there a
I'm told there's some shit in this game, so I've heard some Game of Thronesy stuff like that.
Alright.
And I swear to god, in that awkward moment, when that awkward moment happens, that's when your parents walk in. Of all the
You know
timing.
it. You know it. Just taking a look around. I like this stuff here, all the circular
Ruins.
Yeah, wonder what that's about. Oh, okay, there's no jumping, it's just like you walk up to a surface and it happens.
Is there a mini-map? Are you like covering up the mini-map or no?
Well, I'll show you next time, I guess.
Take the van.
You know, that'd be a good idea to like turn my TV on like I did for Judgment. Because I'm covering up a part of my screen as well.
What's our first fight?
Oh, I think it's Titan. Yeah.
Titan. So the Darmok finally grew tired of being slaughtered.
And look who's here to greet the bastard.
Oh, and there's Shiva, I assume.
Come on.
I guess we're like a group of maybe like elites or like assassins that were gunning for their really strong unit.
I guess so.
I like this Shiva design.
Very pretty. Kind of reminiscent. Huh? What?
Like Final Fantasy Aikido 13 or something, whatever. I don't know
Type 0?
What it's called. Type 0. Had like war element.
Yeah, this definitely feels a little bit like that. And also, I want to say this Shiva design reminds me of when a certain character kind of becomes Shiva for a raid fight later on in Final Fantasy XIV. She looks kind of like this. The same raid series where Titan shows up and he is a truck.
You don't get to die here, Wyvern. Move!
Yeah, I'm not covering anything. Basically just camera jump. Yeah. Can I bring up a menu? Ooh.
I doubt it. Probably not yet.
Yeah, man, totally not yet.
Well, demoed earlier. Click this button for menu. Probably not gonna have full menu access.
Uh-oh. This is phenomenal.
It's better than the intro to Final Fantasy 13.
Yes.
Anytime, Wyvern.
Well, Final Fantasy 13 really felt like it was like a pastiche of Final Fantasy 7. You have a blonde-haired ex-soldier meeting up with a black guy with guns to fight a robotic scorpion.
Who's gonna stand there?
I think she's like someone who's dying after as well.
Yeah.
Actually, I might have to look up what the intro of Final Fantasy 13 is, because I am drawing blank in my mind. I cannot remember how the game starts.
I remember because I skipped like every cutscene.
As you well should. I think we lost a pal.
Wyvern! Wyvern!
Guess that might be our code name.
Yeah, I assume so.
I told you before, you do not get to die here.
The eagle has landed, so and so.
That has not been introduced to the game yet. Oh, there we go.
Wow. Okay, 13 years ago.
Yeah. Earlier they did like a year, which maybe presume we're going to kept on so much.
Yeah.
Well, if you're not cut out to be a shield, there's always work for you in the stables. Unless, of course, you think you can defend your master while sat on your ass in a puddle of pig swill.
I'm sure he'd find a way. My brother always looks after me. Right?
Go on. You're sure to hit him eventually.
Don't give up now.
Aww. Oh, and fear not, I have been informed you can pet the dog. I repeat, you can pet the dog.
I guess this is our battle tutorial right here.
Guy kind of looks like Bosch a bit.
Let's start again from the
Oh yeah, from the 12.
Show me your form.
Yeah. Attack the Lord Commander. By the end of the game, we'll be attacking God.
Alright, so this might be similar to the intro to Stranger from Paradise. Kind of like do these, so it's making sure that you know how to do all the things.
Chaos. That game is way better than it had any right to be. Just letting you know. It's worth playing.
Will serve you well in the field. But can the same be said of your spellcraft? The flames of the phoenix burn within you. Now let them burn without. Come, Clive. Rain fire down upon me.
Magic? Magic.
Keep them coming. Well done. You wield the Firebird's flames just as a first shield should.
You flatter me, my lord.
Or would you rather I flattened you? Can be arranged. Let's see if you can elude my blade. After all, your attacking prowess will count for naught if you don't live long enough to use it. On your toes, Lord Rossfield.
Okay. So we have like a precise dodge to, yeah, slow time.
Oh, to be so young and fleet of foot.
Like that.
Nice. Okay.
Come on, try to evade my attacks.
Ah. That didn't count.
Don't simply watch my movements. Read them.
Probably give us block next.
Good. Remember, Clive, your blade is not your only weapon. Quickness of thought and fleetness of foot are indispensable arms in any shield's arsenal. But you are not just any shield, are you? Show me what sets you apart from the rest. You have been blessed by the Phoenix, granted the use of its power. Call upon that power now to close on you.
Ooh.
Well, I'm waiting.
An iconic ability, I guess. Okay, circle. Okay, okay.
Good. Fly at your foe before he can raise his guard.
I like that a lot.
Impressive.
You think of a much better.
But even the most agile shield cannot hope to escape every blow.
Yeah,
Death
yeah.
may come by a handful of cuts as easily as it comes by 1,000.
Yeah, it definitely feels informed by FF15.
Keep your wounds mended and your energies replenished. Speaking of which, my lord, you seem a little worse for wear. Well, that won't do at all.
wonder if that defers if you didn't.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Andrew?
I know, there's like lots of coughing and going around me. I wonder if he says something different if he didn't say something earlier. Oh, you might not have been at full HP
That's
to begin
better.
with.
Battle is a succession of pivotal moments, wherein life and death can be decided at a single stroke. You must be ready to utilize every tool at your disposal if you are to navigate a path to victory. Or at the very least, ensure that you live to fight another day.
Yeah, set him out.
Enough practice.
I imagine I pick them up.
It's time for the
Or maybe
test.
I probably only have so many I can carry. Maybe I put the rest in the chest. I'm expecting something like that.
I thought you'd never ask.
Come then, Lord Rosfield. Spar with me. If you
Spar
believe
with
yourself
me.
worthy to be
Alright,
called
these are really
Shield of
good,
the
yeah.
Flame, then prove it.
As you wish, my lord.
Didn't introduce to a block bug, you just have dodge.
That's how I like it. I hate
Have at me,
blocking.
boy. Make proof of your strength.
Oh, okay, so there's like a stagger.
Go on, you're sure to beat him this time.
Oh no, not the stagger. Ah.
Just stay calm.
I like the way it works in the remake. The only part I didn't like about it was certain bosses had like
taking this
cutscenes
seriously.
at health
Keep
triggers,
going, Clive.
and if you just like broke their stagger, it'll reset after the cutscene. It's like so. I was just about to do a shitload of damage.
No, it just said in 13, like you can't do anything unless you stagger the enemy, which was fucking.
Yeah, for the most part, that game is designed right. Like the perfect damage. It seemed like you do like a movie, you do the perfect damage. Beat 'em
Oh,
up.
okay.
Oh, it's a strong.
Yeah, but it's got a cooldown to it.
Well, it's time I took my own advice. I used all the tools at my disposal.
Go on, Clive. Keep pressing.
Just a little more. We believe in you.
You're a damnably quick learner, Lord Rosfield.
Oops.
All the reviews over yeah.
I did circle.
He won. See? I told you he could do it.
Aye. Bested at last. It's taken me long enough.
That was a display worthy of your father. You are a true shield of the flame and let no
Well,
one
like all the
take you,
parts I teleported right into his sword?
including me.
Oh no, for the.
What are you lot gawping at? Back to your drills.
This game is really beautiful, by the way. There's some shots I genuinely can't tell if it's like a pre-rendered cutscene or if it's happening in game. Like the people look pretty real.
The Phoenix's flames are a gift. We mustn't waste them.
It isn't a waste. My
Love
shield's
the
look
hair.
after me. Why shouldn't I?
That's why. You were coughing this morning too. You shouldn't be outdoors.
I'll be fine.
So much coughing.
Just a cold.
Don't push yourself.
His Grace has returned!
Father's back.
Hey.
Your Grace,
Please, this is no place for one such as you.
I would gladly brave hell itself to see my darling boy. Gentlemen, Rosaria thanks you for your indefatigable loyalty.
Thank you, Your Grace. We live to serve.
Like that word.
Don't you usually hear it pronounced like that?
You should not be out of doors. We have discussed this.
I'm sorry.
Good day to you, Mother.
Come,
Damn, what does
Joshua.
that look?
Your father will be expecting us.
Maybe like a stepmother?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's like a bastard.
Murdoch?
Your Grace.
Seems in keeping with the Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I get the feeling.
You mentioned earlier about like sci-fi elements in the Final Fantasy story. It's like some games
What
go
a way
super
to
hard.
treat
Right
your
now,
own
this is
flesh
very
and
medieval.
blood.
Mhm.
If there's like a
It's not
turn
his
later
fault.
or not.
Not everyone can be born the Phoenix.
We should join them.
What it's worth, I hope it stays medieval.
But
I think it will.
what are you saying that unlike some game, it's gonna turn all of a sudden fantasy turn into like sci-fi?
Pretty medieval. There's like ancient tech. A little more ancient tech in 5. 6 is when it really.
Look at that chocobo.
Yeah, silver chocobo or black one?
That chocobo is
Silver.
old as fuck.
Rise, my friends.
Welcome home, Father.
Thank you, Joshua. You are well, I trust.
Damn, Dad's a
Yes,
hunk.
Father. Much better. Today, Jill and I went
Guess
to
he
the
meant,
bay
like,
to
be
watch
the
Clive's
ward?
spa.
Of this,
Is that so?
Quiet, Toggle. Stop it, boy. Not now.
You'll make a fine hound one day.
Father.
Lift up your head, girl.
By the way, you can buy a plush Torgal for like $40 on the Square Enix store.
The capital rejoices at your safe return, Your Grace.
War is coming, my boy.
Oh, winter's coming.
Is the situation truly so grave?
Come to the throne room. We will talk there.
Yes, Father. Your Grace.
Shields dismissed.
Yeah, something's going on here with this family tree.
Maybe he's like not of noble blood. You know, that kind of deal.
Torgal.
You must be Ned Stark's bastard. Bastard.
Where do you think you're going? Clive here is off to see the Archduke.
Right.
Okay. Archduke.
Yeah.
I don't know the seniority type thing or like the levels of authority, but apparently Duke's pretty high up. And, like,
Yeah, Duke's pretty high up.
Alright.
I think Duke is not necessarily like royalty, but somebody who owns like a castle or a keep. Animal instinct.
Is trouble brewing?
So that's our like waypoints.
I'm not sure. I need to speak with Father.
Points where to go.
So we
There's our first moment of like free explore.
So one thing that I'm thinking already is because we can pick up items and stuff, like this isn't just like a simple flashback. Like this, we're gonna be living as like teenager Clive a good bit. Getting a feel for what's going on with these tattoos now, I think.
Forgive me, Lord Marquess, pray do not concern yourself with this bungling cur. Bow to him, you fool. But I say to speak.
It was no trouble, really.
Oh, do not indulge him. To be allowed to stand in your lordship's presence is more than his kind deserves. Why, neither the Empire nor the Republic treat their bearers half so well. He was lucky to be born in your father's dominion. Very lucky, as I remind him every day.
Stand, please.
Stand.
I trust his good fortune will continue.
Of course, if that is your lordship's wish.
Don't work too hard. Remember, it is for the good of the duchy that you serve.
As do we all, my lord.
As do we all.
Come along now. Back to your duties.
There's got a caste system.
Yeah. I think these tattoos mark like a slave or something. Because we don't have ours yet. I suppose it's coming. Definitely getting the feeling some shit's going down.
Looks like they're getting ready for supper.
I think someone's hungry.
So I can jump, but
Fine
it's
display, my lord.
just like a
Almost felt sorry for the lord.
it's like a little hop.
Right, the fact that you're discredited finding potions means that, yeah, it is like a consumed.
Wheat harvest's down again, apparently. This war ends up.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine they don't let you just like bring your whole stash of like thousands of potions into one fight.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
There's Joshua.
There's a green sparkly over here. Oh, somebody's casting a wind spell to
Shape it.
Yeah, shape the tree. I was trying to figure out how to
Like
word what I was.
Yeah, what's the tool they use? Like real life bushwhacking?
Like pruning. Pruning,
pruning.
I guess.
That's the word. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
Clive,
Are you worried about the war?
the soldiers will expect the Phoenix to help them, but I don't know if I can.
Don't worry, Joshua. Father will guide you.
So I was under the impression that one of us was Ifrit and one of us was Phoenix, but it appears both of us are Phoenix.
Clive. I'm all right. I promise.
Probably learn more about what icons are. Like, or is it econs?
Icons.
Concerns are insignificant.
Yep. Okay. Oh, we have a little bit of haptic triggers going on there.
Ooh.
Good luck.
So I wonder if she's like a sister or like a childhood friend.
I get friend vibes, but
Yeah.
You commanded my presence, Your Grace. How may I serve you?
All right, you can stop licking my boots. Your mother isn't here.
Yeah.
Do the territories fare any better?
Most lie under a pall of black. In just these few moons, the Blight has taken nigh on all of the northern reaches. It is only a matter of time before it crosses the border.
By the flames.
Nearly every available bed in the capital is already occupied by those fleeing the Deadlands. Even if we were to send them south to Port Isolde, more would only follow in their wake. Every day we delay brings us closer to disaster. We must move now.
Against the Iron Kingdom.
We have traded blows with them for too long. It is time to end it.
At the very least, we must secure Drake's breath. Without the blessing of the Mother Crystal, we cannot defend our realm from the spread of the Blight.
The Iron Blood will not relinquish it easily. This will be a bitter fight.
We ride for Phoenix Gate tomorrow. There we will listen to the words of our ancestors, as tradition dictates.
Am I to go with you as Joshua's shield?
There is something else I would have you do first. Rodney.
You will have heard the reports, I'm sure, of beastmen from the north being sighted within our borders.
Goblins in the Stillwind marshes. I know of the
I just realized I kind of screwed up encoding settings.
I will give you two good
Interesting.
men. While we ride north tomorrow, you will journey.
Does
to
the stream look okay? I might
search
keep it at
and
this.
clear it.
Yeah, that's
Then
good.
you will join us at Phoenix Gate.
It is time to prove your strength. And shut your mother up for good.
I will do my duty, Your Grace.
Need to set that to get some EXP.
That will
first
be all.
before we-
Rest well.
Yeah, we gotta kill some rabbits and ladybugs, I'm sure.
Yes, Your Grace.
Active time lore.
Current storyline progression. That makes me think we're gonna jump around. Let's see.
Oh boy. Okay, let's learn about Daddy.
I don't want to know more about the mother.
So I actually have a question about this method.
What you got?
Okay.
How do you guys feel about the video game overall? Like, so they're not explaining everything about the lore, like, you know, exposition, whatever. You know, they're not explaining as the story goes on, but you have to find out about the more details, like by looking into the lore. How do you guys feel about that?
So, it's a concession for not having a fish out of water character, because that character trope design gives you an opportunity to have
This
characters
war we
explain
need to
things
wage.
directly.
Right.
It isn't only for control
Mhm.
of the Mother Crystal.
Versus it would make no sense at all
Above
for
all
these
else,
characters. They feel the need to
we
explain
cannot
things
allow
to
those iron blood
presumably
savages to
Clive
gain a
having,
foothold
you know,
on
some
Storm.
degree of history
I
and
know.
agency.
I would sooner die than see them darken our shores again.
Well, my point is that you as a player, because like by having this like very lore heavy thing not shown in the cutscene or story at all, like they say, Metal Gear 5, there's some very story-related event that you can only find out by very lore-heavy subject only by going to the cassette tape and listen to the recorded lines. Like
pretty quick. Also, they were just kind of brief synopses.
No
I
messages, my
presume
lord.
When relevant, I did mention Mother Crystals a couple of times. He had a brief explainer there. I'm sure when we probably encounter one in the game, we'll have a bit more in-depth explainer on them. Or the relevance.
And for my answer, I guess this is more of a action game than a Final Fantasy game has really been before. And I think there are some people who will be attracted to this game from like Devil May Cry, Bayonetta, something like that, that don't really care for the story. They just want the action. And so this is a compromise between, you know, people who would be turned away from there being too much story.
Can I? The blood of the Rosfields.
You know what I mean?
Veins. Before going to war, we perform the rite at Phoenix Gate. It's our way. You know,
yeah, I don't hate this. Like, as Andrew's saying, it makes sense for the kind of character we're piloting, and it's optional. So if like they tell you enough to know like what you have to do to progress, but if you want to know more, if you want to sink your teeth into the lore, it's there. It's optional if you want to do it.
You can't keep him in swaddling clothes all of his life.
Elwyn!
Don't worry. Clive will watch over him. Though he is a youth of but 15 years, he's already a fine soldier. He will make a splendid shield.
You see more in him than the Phoenix did. He was rejected, Elwyn. Our household has no place for such a failure. He is worthless, a man like any other.
As am I, my dear.
Dude, Mom's a fucking bitch.
You are the Archduke of Rosario.
I guess we didn't truly inherit the Phoenix.
You know as well as I do that I only sit upon the throne because my father was taken
This is
before
making
his
it sound
time.
like she actually is.
I am merely warm till Joshua comes of age.
Kind of a bitch.
You are your father's firstborn son, and you sit on the throne.
All right.
All is in its right place. Unlike some,
Spicy.
who have not disgraced our noble blood.
Without men like Clive to keep us safe, your precious noble blood would long since have graced the gutter. We have an early start. I'm going to sleep.
I am already like really interested in her motives. She seems so straightforwardly evil, and she's like our mom, you know?
But why if...
It was focused on the Josh character, though.
Yeah.
Wishing on a star.
But if evil, why hot?
I'm a little old for that. I should get some sleep.
Right.
The taller the heels, the closer to God.
You're going with them tomorrow, aren't you?
I am Joshua's shield. I'm sworn to protect him. He takes too many risks. I only wish I could save him from himself.
Clive, you...
I have another mission too. Father has given me my first command.
Well, if you're not going to pray to Metia for your safe return, I shall just have to do it for you.
Metia.
It's the god.
Damn, she crying about it.
There's going to be another war, isn't there? Since coming here, I've begun to take peace for granted. I assumed the war between our nations would be the last. But it never really ends, does it?
No. The next war will be bigger than before.
But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You're a shield of Rosaria, after all, and blessed by the Phoenix.
It's getting cold. We should go in. My lady.
Good night, Clive.
It's making me like think of the intro to Final Fantasy IV, and like shit's gonna go down, obviously. What's coming next? I think intro also had him just like kind of look up at the moon too. Or moons in that game.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ambrosia. We won't be hunting today.
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll do brilliantly.
I'll try.
Good luck.
Their horns are vibrating my controller.
We ride for Phoenix Gate. May the blessing of the crystals go
Speaking of controller, Guardian Galaxy did a thing that I hate, or I guess Judgment did it too,
Open the gates.
with the controller.
Trying to think. What do you hate with the controller?
So they did a thing where like if the other characters on the phone or communicator, their voice comes through the controller instead of the TV screen.
Oh, Judgment did not do that for me. I know Grand Theft Auto 5 does it.
I wonder if it's because PS5 burst. You were playing PS5.
We're ready to depart.
I mean, for all I know, it also came through the controller. I have noise canceling headphones, but if I remember correctly, it just came through the speakers.
This is to be no mere investigation. If there are goblins in Stillwind, they won't leave willingly.
Also, Ghost of Tsushima. It's a good game, so I don't mind too much. But like, when you get into the haiku mode, or yeah, if you're doing the haiku mode, all of a sudden you're gonna hear some woman singing from the controller.
Let us do our duty.
With pleasure.
I don't think I got far enough for haiku mode, but man, I gotta go back and play it. I was just like trying it out. I was like, oh man, this is really cool, but I'm gonna come back to this later. Because it was like when I first got my PS5. I was just trying stuff.
You're missing out, man.
I know. I gotta go back. Oh shit. Well, I guess we're going here.
Oh no, this means there's no airship. No.
Could be. It would just change what you can select on the map. It's making me think Final Fantasy Tactics, though.
Yeah, it's like a Final Fantasy Tactics style, or kind of FF12.
I haven't played the latest Tales of series, Tales of Arise.
Yeah, I played a little bit of that too. I beat the first big bad guy, I guess.
I wonder because based on their gameplay, I wonder if they removed the airship mode on that thing as well. I wonder.
I don't think I got far enough to get an airship, but I don't know.
Style of goblins will encounter here. I know Final Fantasy 15 had the 2 style goblins in it. Ah.
Okay, so I guess our gear kind of gives us an easy mode. Just see what we
That one of them is convenient. Read over what they do. You can decide if you want to wear any of them or just remodel.
Oh, one thing I want to see. So I have DLC. I guess it's not a thing yet. I know it's only available after a certain point. It might be when I grow up or something.
This is like 15 had something similar.
So what we got here? Time slows before an evadable enemy attack.
So it makes
Okay. Automatically evade attacks. Okay, so this is like Street Fighter 6's modern combos. And auto potion. I'm gonna continue playing with none of these. Yeah, that seems like the right thing to do. But that's a nice way to make like an easy mode.
Who do you imagine would maintain it? They've all fled from the blight.
It's hard to believe that anyone used to live here.
The old village of Stillwind is ahead.
It is beautiful, by the way.
What's left of it.
Items might start out cheaper than in other games. It's very original.
Oh, ugly fuckers. They have 4 ears.
With me.
How many more to cut off?
Ooh. Okay. It gives us kind of like a AoE.
So it doesn't seem like we have an MP bar.
So the reports were true.
But there's cooldowns.
There may be more ahead.
Yeah, there's cooldowns on the Rising Flames, like finisher attack, I guess.
Okay. You have to hold a button to like kind of increase your number of commands there.
Yeah, so that's R2.
Okay.
Gives me access to 2 more moves, which I only have 1 of right now.
Welcome to Stillwind.
Have care, my lord.
There's more.
Oh, there's a shitload of these guys.
Definitely heavy use of the burst.
Gathered automatically. Okay, cool. Ah. It's pretty specific timing to do the magic burst.
Okay.
I'm not always getting it right.
And I don't know if you played around with it much, but does evade like cancel whatever you're in the middle of? I'm curious about that. When you finish your animation, what do you think like
Ah, yeah, you can cancel.
Nice.
So while Kevin's getting used to control the game.
You want to talk about your submarine?
No, the recent Nintendo Direct.
So Nintendo Direct has some interesting stuff. The ones that stayed with me the most was Mario RPG and Mario.
Yeah.
Maker.
Yep.
Did you know there's not been a new, new 2D Mario platformer in like 11 years. There's been releases with like added features. But I think it was new, whatever the one was on the Wii U. That was the last one they made. I also appreciate them dropping the stupid new to the games.
Hate that shit so much.
The game looks good. Mario's dropping acid. Look like animations look nice, looks fast. Be a fun one. Mario
Yeah,
RPG
I'll pick it up. Yeah, and I'm down with that too. I've only played a little bit of Mario RPG.
Like,
watch out, my lord. Some of their number of spells.
Yeah.
And what a number. We'll all have our hands full here.
Yeah, I pretty much I skipped the Super Nintendo as a kid. I went Nintendo, Genesis, PlayStation. So I didn't know about at the time Final Fantasy 2 and 3. I didn't know about Super Mario RPG. Like they just weren't on my radar at all. Yeah, that's kind of been my issue with like why I've never picked it up. Like because like how much do I really want to play a story heavy game about Mario, you know?
Have fun little plot. But yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of how I've always felt about it. Oh, insufficient story inventory space, potion used. Okay, so I have a max of 4 potions, and if I pick up an extra one, I just use it on the spot. Oh, good. Very useful. Okay. Alright.
I'm trying to find where to go. This is what I was a little worried about, but then I'm pretty mad. But you can also hold, was it L3? To have, like, waypoint.
Wait. Oh, okay. It's like a look at this button. Okay. I can do that. Yeah.
Wherever lost, just click that button.
Yeah. Would you take a look at this?
The old village square. It might not be a nest of goblins.
Watch out, that guy's got a rod.
Oh, I definitely want to beat up the mages first.
Wait,
Yeah.
My lord, I'm working on it. He's the leader.
Okay, he's got a horn.
But we'll have to take care of his followers
That's
first.
all place for all.
Where to thin the herd? As if you have to ask.
I mean, that's better than the 15 was doing.
And there was one.
15 like barely had movement.
Like, what was it? Like, you don't get the XP unless you set the campfire on. The hell?
On your feet, Sir Wade.
Here it comes.
Kind of reflecting on what you've been up to. Okay, so that's a good stagger.
Founder, that's a swing and a half. Be ready to move when it winds up for another.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Hit harder.
Oops. Yeah. I hit the wrong button.
I'm sure there's some time to get used to it.
They have so much hit points.
Partial stagger. Okay, I noticed this when fighting the commander. Okay. Let's do this. Oops. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Stop it.
Come on, get your dodge roll that shit out.
I dodged so it hit me more.
Oh, really?
Wait. Oh shit, I have a fucking air dodge. Let's go. It's Marvel, baby. Which, by the way, when I found out that Ryota Suzuki, who, you know, is known for like Devil May Cry and Dragon's Dogma and stuff, he's also one of the combat designers for fucking Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Oh.
Oh, good. Okay, we stopped him from the big swing. Level up. See what this is like.
Number is that Gil? Alright, so we're getting only a couple digit upgrades. For stat upgrades now.
Yeah, so red is experience.
Oh, the bottom one's Gil.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that one's skill. I'm guessing the middle one's hit points, maybe? Or I don't know.
Points, because you have your skill tree.
Oh, okay.
Come back and fight, you coward!
So you better run.
After him, before he summons the rest.
Okay, yeah.
Ability points. Okay. Alright, so obviously this is our hint to consider our menu. Huh, what?
Like, what are skill trees looking like?
Oh, yeah.
What should we invest in? I don't know, like, how sophisticated like that. Plus 10.
Oh, shit.
Okay. What do we got here?
So we already have the use of magic, an aerial attack, melee attack, dodge, jump.
What else can we unlock in just combat?
Okay, so that's learned too, but I guess there's like mastery. So I guess we can learn something and then master it.
Interesting.
Oh, this becomes better. What are the other?
Oh, hold triangle to increase potency. Okay, we have like a kick jump.
Might be able to combo.
Okay, we have a Okizemi. We have a tanking taunt with a weird shortcut. You see that? R2 plus the touchpad.
That is weird. Yeah.
Maybe because they don't want you to accidentally click it.
Okay, hold square to imbue Clive's blade with fire.
Would that be another cooldown move?
I don't know. Okay, we have a aerial combo finisher. And a gap closer, which I don't know is particularly important because we already have the Phoenix shift. Like, I don't think this does anything novel for us.
Now what else?
Aside
There's
from...
like thing up on the screen.
So I think that... Oh, okay, yeah. There's...
We're probably definitely...
Oh, these are like our super moves. So this is... Oh, these are our Phoenix abilities. So this is our Phoenix shift. And this is our Rising Flames finisher.
Okay.
And the other things are locked. And this appears to be everything.
Getting more commands is important. So
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is either between charged magic or we can actually just get both of them.
Like, we have 152. I almost kind of just unlock all like the more moves. You know? Always master them later.
Yeah. I'm not gonna prioritize taunt. Well, it's it's square and X together. And then we have that. I guess that...
Ooh, it became fire.
Yeah, Fyra.
Yeah, it's just really
Well, we're seasoned pros at chasing scenes thanks to Judgment.
Yes.
This ends now.
Oh boy. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. I'm calling you now, this goblin's getting eaten. Yeah! Yeah! Oh shit, some Marlboro!
Huh.
Oh no. Wait, dude, I'm like level 2.
Keep clear of its maw, my lord. That thing's breath is worse than its bite.
That reeks! I said, stay away from its mouth!
There is. It's turned off by default in New Game. There's a New Game Plus, by the way. And apparently they put some real thought in designing it.
Where's it going?
Oh.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Well, fuck that guy. Oh, shit.
Oh, I didn't know he could do that. Sucking up.
This is new territory. Oh,
Yeah.
no. Oh, no. No.
What?
No.
Why? What you don't like? Cinematic battle, baby. I don't remember.
Ah. I didn't really know what he was doing there. Yeah, and obviously it's just beginning.
You won't be gone for long.
But yeah, this is already like plenty deep. Here we go.
Cannot fall here.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Now for the final push, my lord.
So for better or for worse, you can charge your magic while swinging your sword. I don't know if that's something I'm into. Yeah. Oh shit, it's freaking out. Okay.
We made it angry. I'd rather we made it die.
I missed that. Yeah.
get to spend on the fanfare.
Yep.
Alright, still mostly +2.
My lord. Thanks. I never thought I'd see it. Not just goblins in Rosaria, but morbals too. I'll petition His Grace to send a detachment. If we don't stop them here, they'll be at our gates before long.
We should get moving. We don't want to be caught out here after dark.
If we set off now, we can still reach Phoenix Gate before nightfall.
He's like, damn, I just did that.
Damned blight.
Oh, close enough.
We open this like as just like a squire in training or whatever.
Yeah, I guess so.
What heights of power will we reach in this game? Some of these games you like literally fight like a god.
Yeah, I was gonna say the typical JRPG modus operandi is you fight God at the end. So we'll see.
Let's see. 7 kind of thought God. 8 thought a being that's almost reaching a godhood.
It like transcends time.
Yeah.
Yeah, her whole thing was she was turning all of time into one moment. Right?
It lived forever. 7 was like a being from outer space.
Yeah.
And then you know, their progeny.
6. Well, for 6, he obtained the godhood, right? Kinda. 6.
Yeah.
He absorbed all the power from the gods.
So let's see. 5. Oh, who the? Oh, he's like
evil spirit sealed in a tree, who commands like the power of time and space. Yeah, coming on with the void.
Okay, 4. I don't think that was a godhood. It was a powerful wizard, but
Well, no, it was like that was another like alien from outer space, right?
Was there another alien?
He died, and then his ghost came back because he was so angry.
oh fuck, I forgot about his backstory. Shit.
Oh, I actually have a summary. Where is it?
Too angry to die. My favorite Final Fantasy villain story is probably the Emperor Mateus, though, from 2, who, you know, is a really evil shit as a human. So you kill him as a human, then he goes to hell, kills Satan, and becomes the Lord of Hell. Then you kill him again, and he ascends to heaven, where he kills God and becomes the Lord of Heaven.
Yeah, fuck. The I have is Star Wars, where the Emperor dies, then comes back as the devil, and then dies again, then comes back as God, and then gets killed by Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Let's see. So 9, you kind of 9, you fight the god out of nowhere, like literal Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah, you fight like the avatar of like darkness and evil or whatever. It's like the only time you hear about him at all before the fight is if you like happen to read a library book.
Yeah. And then 10. It's a.
You fight God. No, straight up, you fight God. The final boss is Yu Yevon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
spoiler.
Was it a god?
Game from 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So did they consider Yu Yevon as a god?
Yeah. Everybody prays to him.
I guess. Okay. I thought it was a priest gone bad or something. Corrupted priest.
Maybe originally.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. 12. Oh, fuck. It's God, but he came out of nowhere, didn't he? In the 12.
Oh, you're talking about Vana?
Yeah.
I mean, it's throughout the story. And they are effectively gods in that story.
Yeah. See, 13. It's a god too, yep.
Well, I need to endeavor to explain Final Fantasy XIV's I guess, final boss of their first full story arc.
My summary for, by the way, I have like summaries here for everyone. For 14, the summary is heroes save the world from bad gameplay and bugs.
Oh, okay. So, a long time ago, the ancients of that game, known as the Ashians, I guess, were like these powerful beings who could just create things out of nothing, right? And one of them is named Hermes, and he was depressed and thought there was like no happiness anywhere, that sort of thing. So he created a bunch of birds that were kind of harpies, but they flew around as birds, and he sent them out to the deepest reaches of the space so that they could find life on other worlds, and hopefully one of them will bring back news about a civilization that is thriving, isn't destroying itself, that sort of thing. Well, it turned out none of them found a civilization out in space that was thriving, wasn't destroying itself. All they found was more sadness and despair. So they eventually all came together and turned into this being known as the End Singer, who sang the song of darkness and started something that was called the Final Days, which brought this big calamity to the ancients and all other civilization. And basically you win through the power of friendship in a way of like showing them like, oh, this is you know, just because, you know, our fate is to die horrible deaths at the hands of our kinsmen or whatever, doesn't mean like the journey isn't worth it, you know, like, because we're all friends here, that sort of thing. Yep. Final Fantasy 15, you just fight a really just unhinged angry guy.
Yeah, corrupt.
The number I got there is Bachelor Party goes very
Yeah, because he was supposedly abandoned, betrayed by the god, right? That's why, like, you know what? Fuck you, god. I'm gonna become a god and fuck you in the face, or something like that.
Yeah, his whole backstory is explained in like an anime or something. It's not.
Oh yeah, there was anime.
Yeah, you gotta seek out lots of other media to get the full Final Fantasy 15 stuff.
Yeah, Homeboy was like a really nice, swell guy. He was a nice guy, right? Because his whole world shattered when something happened to a woman, and he just went down this whole path of like evil and stuff.
It's always the woman.
Anyway, I think this is where we take our break, cut it off, and come back.
Sure.
So we will do that. Enjoy this Be Right Back video.